Hi guys, Karen here, and today I'm planting some mustard greens, some carrots, and a beet blend. This is my first time planting mustard greens. I'm going to put them over by the collard green area, and let's get into it. So we are covering a lot of our beds, adding more soil to them to top them off for this year. As you can see, oregano are starting to grow back here, and we have Swiss chard in that bed. Here, this is where I want to put the mustard greens. And as you can see, we have some red onion that I planted over here last year. But it did not come through, probably because I did not plant it at the right time. But that's okay. We live and we learn. But I'm going to leave it there to see what it does. So over here, I wanted to, in this bed, if you're familiar with our garden, the way it's shaped, we planted this U-shape area last year. And so what I've decided to do is in this area, I want to plant lots of flowers as well as greens, arugula, spinach, Swiss chard, you name it, and lots of herbs. And that way they can shade each other and also attract more pollinators to the garden area. And so I'm just adding these mustard greens in here. Aren't they beautiful? They have beautiful colors on them. This is my first time planting mustard greens. And we've been gardening this is our 4th year. So I've moved on over here. We added new soil to this bed, so it's time to plant it up. We're having some rain this week, so I thought I would go ahead and do that. We're going to have tomatoes, peppers, and okra in the later on in the spring. But I'm going to take full advantage. Over here we have the spinach that's starting to come through, some arugula, as well as Swiss chard that I planted last week. We've had a really warm winter, so I just thought I would get the jump on everything before it got too warm. And we have some over here as well, spinach. I added the little holes for the carrots because, I am learning that I do not have to use every seed in the packet right away. And doing this lets me know I only need to put so many in each spot. And these seeds are so small, you guys. So I'm hoping that I don't overdo it. But most of the time we only get like baby carrots. So I'm really trying to make sure that I leave enough room for the carrots to space themselves out properly and that they have enough room to grow. I mean, every year they come up without fail, but it would be nice to get a couple of very long carrots this year. But as with gardening, it's always kind of, you're learning as you go, so that's what I'm trying to do differently this year. And it's fun. I enjoy it very much. Are any of you all planting out right now? Let me know in the comments below. And now I think I've done 2 rows here. Yeah, we did 2 rows of carrots. Let me grab these beets. So now I'm going to go ahead and plant the beets. These are going to go 1/2 inch in deep. So let's get these in the ground. I have my very professional stick here. It makes such a nice, smooth break in the soil. So that's why I'm using that. And once again, I'm reminding myself I do not have to use every seed in the packet. I think that's been where I've messed up, each year. I'll try to use every last seed, and I don't have to. So, So we're going to get these beets in the ground here. Like I said, with this professional stick that you can get anywhere for free. And just going to get these seeds out and get them ready for the ground. Is anybody else planting beets? If you all have tips about how long beets take to grow, leave them in the comments below, because I've tried them twice now and I've not really gotten a whole lot. So I'm going to sit these here. These are chunkier seeds, so hopefully I can grab them and put them away a lot faster. You can feel them really well beneath your fingers, as opposed to the carrot seeds that were really kind of thin, which is fine, because if you miss one, hopefully the rain will just push it into the ground. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm telling myself. Hopefully, it says only so much for the beet seeds, only like 2 or 1 per hole, but I will thin them when if I see too many in each spot. So I'll just go ahead and thin them. Hopefully I'll remember to do that. And hopefully I'm not pushing these further into the dirt when I'm grabbing them. So the camera is actually helpful in the fact that if I look through my camera, I can see lots of seeds left, as opposed to looking at it with the naked eye. I realize that I'm pushing some of my seeds into the dirt right here, which is not that great. I'm not trying to do that. Where you guys are, is it warm? Are you guys having a warm winter? Here on this day, it was actually 80 degrees outside. 80 degrees in February. So this is incredible, and it seems as though the month of March is not going to be any cooler, which is fine with me so long as we stay around the 60-degree temperatures. And also with these type of, I'm just going to push them in the ground here. I didn't even see that last one that I left. So now I'm just going to head on over, water everything in. But one thing that I'm noticing with our warm temperatures is that hopefully with it being so warm, I'll actually have the hydrangeas. The heads come out fully, because a lot of times when it gets super cold, I have to cover everything. And because they've already started the blooming process, then a lot of them will freeze, and then I'll have to wait till early fall before I see the beautiful flowers of the endless time or endless color hydrangeas, the ones with the blue and pink. The limelights are always fine. It's the endless ones that sometimes they'll freeze. I'm just going to water everything in, and yeah. I thought it was going to be done, but I looked over and checked that the leeks are coming through. So I don't have a lot of soil in this container, so I decided to go ahead and transplant these into the soil as well, since it's so nice outside. So once again, I'm saving room in the back for the tomatoes and all of that. And I'm just going to go ahead and transplant these leeks into the soil. You can see the growth on the bottom. They didn't have anywhere else to go in terms of seeing the roots at the bottom. I didn't put enough dirt into the grape container that I saved. So now I'm just going to go ahead so they can just go ahead and grow into the soil. This is my second time growing leeks. The first time we planted them, they did really well, and they lasted for 2 growing seasons. They just kept replenishing themselves. And then after that, they didn't do very well. They started to wilt, and that was fine because we learned that that's what they do. But I hope you guys find this video helpful, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.